All right, guys, welcome back. This is the fitness master, and today we're going to be looking at the components of physical fitness. Components of physical fitness. See, when we talk about physical fitness, there are some makes it up, or there are things that makes up physical fitness, and as such is what we'll be looking at in today's edition of our fitness journey. You understand? You see, when it has to do with fitness, physical fitness, when it has to do with physical fitness, it is broadly into health related and skill related components of physical fitness. That is your physical fitness components. There are aspects of it that has to do with your skill. For instance, your skill include flexibility. Flexibility is what is a skill. Agility is a skill. I mean, it can be what? It can be learned. Each of these is what is crucial for our overall well-being and performance. And order these two, let's just run through the first aspect of this these two main aspects of this component. We have the health related component of physical fitness, and we have the skill related component of physical fitness. Now, under health related components, we're talking about these are components that are essential for maintaining an overall health and functional abilities. Components that are essential for maintaining overall health, and to blink your eyes, it means your eyeball is working, the muscles that connect to the eyes, they are working, the nerves that connect from the brain to the eyes, they are working. That is what makes the eyes to be able to work. Now, under health related components of physical fitness, we have cardiorespiratory endurance, we have muscular strength, we have muscular endurance, we have we have flexibility, and we have body composition. You understand? Now, when we talk about cardiorespiratory endurance, we're talking about the ability of your heart, your lungs, and your blood vessels to deliver oxygen to working muscles during sustained activity. Now, during the 100 fitness blueprint, that is, I did say that when you are engaged in physical activity or a physical exercise regimen or physical exercise program, that your heart, your lungs, and blood vessels, they actually deliver oxygen with blood to your working muscles that are actually helping you to do those particular exercise at that particular time. You understand? So this is the cardiorespiratory endurance. Now is the ability of the heart to do all this well for you to carry out that particular activity that you are carrying out. Example of this cardiorespiratory endurance is running, cycling, and swimming. Sustained activity. Cycling is a sustained activity. Running is also a sustained activity. You understand? Then the second is muscular strength. Still under health related components of physical fitness. The second is muscular strength. You see, this is the ability the maximum force that a particular muscle or muscle group can exert, in a single effort. For instance, you want to start fitness for, and the load you've on the bench press, you have a weight of 50 kg. You're able to lift it just once. You lifted 1 rep, 2 rep, 3 rep, 4 rep. You understand? That may not be your muscular strength. It means that the muscles still have more strength than that. Hence, for the muscular to be attained, we need to add more weight to it to ensure that you'll be able to lift just at least 1 or 2. You understand? Example of this include lifting heavy weights and doing push-up. This is an example of of muscular strength. Now, when we go to muscular endurance, this is the ability of a group of muscles to sustain repeated contraction over time. This is a bit similar to the one we just explained. Muscular endurance is a bit similar to muscular strength. Now, when strength is about how a group of muscles, the maximum force, that is to what extent this group of muscles can actually go in one effort, or the load that you can actually give to them in one effort. However, in muscular endurance, on the other hand, is how long can it continue to sustain this particular load. In fitness, we call it load. Anything that makes the body go beyond its particular way that it has been working, for instance, making it to run beyond how the person was actually running, we call it load. Or anything that will make the person need to add more effort to make him to complete that particular thing that he or she is doing, we call it load. You understand? So anything that will make this person to be able to continue this particular exercise over time, or in a sustained repeated contraction over time, is what we could refer to as muscular endurance. Okay, let's assume you had 50 kg on for squat, and you squat 1, you went 2nd reps, 3rd reps, 4 reps, 5 reps, and you continue like that, maybe till you get a point that you get tired before you stop. All of such you are doing at that particular time is muscular endurance. It's muscular endurance that is making it possible for you to be able to do that. It is not strength. You understand? It is the reason why I discovered that majority of bodybuilders may not, if you see the heavy weights that they push, they are not likely able to go for multiple reps. Let's assume that maybe somebody who is squatting with 200 kg, he may not be able to go 20 reps with that same 200 kg. Why? Because he does not have muscular endurance. However, he or she has muscular strength. You understand? So that's how muscular endurance and muscular strength, that's what differentiates both of them. Then what will proceed further is flexibility. Flexibility has to go with the range of motion available at a joint or a group of joints. For instance, this is from your palm to your shoulder, make up your arm. You understand? You have the front and back arm. This is a range of, you understand? That means this hand can go like this, and this is the highest it can go. However, this movement is actually controlled by here. It's controlled by the shoulder, not actually here. For you to have a movement, like you see that it's here now, we've locked here also. Discover that the wrist is very limited with movement. You understand? So example of range of motion, flexibility is yoga and stretching exercises. All of this helps with increasing your flexibility. Then the last on the health related components of physical fitness is body composition. This is the ratio, or well, let's say a proportion of fat mass to lean mass in your body. What does this mean? This fat mass to lean mass. This simply means that the ratio of muscles, bones, and organs in your body. That's what it simply means. You understand? Your fat, your bones have a particular quantity, a particular weight in your body. The totality of your bones make up a particular fraction of your weight. The total of your organs also have a particular percentage. All of this is what makes up your body composition. In some cases, we call it weight. Popular this thing for measuring body composition is known as weight, and in some cases we use a skin fold calipers. That means skin fold, we want to see the quantity or the percentage ratio of fat mass to lean mass in your skin. You understand? So that's for body composition. Then if we move forward to the second component of physical fitness, we have components of physical fitness. You say these are components that enhances your performance in sports and physical activities. Example of it, or number one of it, is agility. That means the ability to change direction quickly and effectively. I think dribbling in soccer is a good example of agility. Then dodging in basketball is another good example of agility. You quickly change direction in whatever thing that you actually doing, either in your physical activity or in sports. You understand? And number two is balance. Now, this is the ability for you to maintain equilibrium, either whilst you are stationary or you are moving. Example of this include gymnastics. That means you walking on a very narrow path that the narrow path that you are walking on can hardly accommodate your entire foot, or your entire feet rather. However, you maintain balance there. You try to get your equilibrium to continue to work on it to the end. Another one again is yoga. Yoga, you have headstand, several of them. You understand? Headstand and handstand and so on and so forth. That's another good example of skill related components of physical fitness. Then the third is coordination. That's the ability to use different parts of the body smoothly and effectively. For instance, as I'm talking now, you see that I'm using my hand to give various gestures and various stuffs like that. That's a good example of what we call we can say mouth-hand coordination. Then driving is another example of coordination. How is driving another good example of coordination? You have your eyes watching the road. You have your hand on your steering, and your gear selector, your gear selector fork. Then you have your legs on both the throttle and the brake. Then if it's a manual transmission vehicle, you have your clutch as well. You understand? So for the car, driving well, example of eye, hand, leg coordination. You understand? So you have all of these three working independently or working dependently on the body, even though they are what they all of these are happening at the same time. You understand? Then another example is dance routine. While dancing, your head is moving, your hand is moving, and your leg is moving all at the same time. So it's another good example of what skill related fitness. Then number 4 here is power. Number 4 skill related component of physical fitness is power. The combination of strength and speed to produce explosive movement. Example includes sprinting, jumping, and throwing. You understand? Combination of strength and speed. Strength, speed is equal to what? So to produce explosive movement is what we refer to as power, as a skill related component of of physical fitness. You understand? Now number 5 is reaction time. For instance, if you saw someone about to slap you or about to hit you, how soon are you able to respond, either by dodging or blocking? You understand? The dodging means you are avoiding the slap, while the blocking means you are intercepting that hit that he or she wants to hit you. It's a reaction time. So you understand? The time taken to respond to a stimulus. You understand? So that's another component of skill related components of physical fitness. It is how good with reaction time is that we can make you a good goalkeeper, or someone who maybe manages situation well, especially when it has to do with a danger. You see it coming and can just quickly avert it. You understand? Then the last on the skill related components of physical fitness is speed. That means the ability for you to move quickly from one place. You understand? Your ability to move from one place to another. For instance, they tell you go and do this at this particular point, or go get me this at that particular point, and you are off at the blink of an eye. You are off, then you are back in a couple of few minutes. That's speed. You understand? So that's another good example of skill related components of physical fitness. Now, to draw to it, now for a holistic fitness, or for an all-round fitness and wellness, a balance of both health related and skill related components of physical fitness is very important. That means you should have skill related component of physical fitness. You should also have health related components of physical fitness. And tailored exercise programs can actually target specific components based on individuals' goals or their sport requirements. You understand? For instance, someone who is into sports may intend to focus more on his skill related component of physical fitness than someone who is not in sports. Even though someone is not in sport also needs some of these skill related components of physical fitness. For instance, reaction time and balance, as well as agility. They are needed for even coordination. They are needed for our everyday living, more especially the reaction time. That means time taken to respond to a stimulus. It's expected that as a human you are to respond to stimulus as early as possible. You understand? So there should be a balance between the both